The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Hey, good morning, everybody. On this Thursday morning, it is the 27th day of July. Having a couple of technical issues, so that's why we're not outside this morning. Another hot day today, you bet. We had 98 yesterday with a heat index of 105, 106 in some places. I think we're going to be in the upper 90s today. National Weather Service issued a heat advisory yesterday. They may do that again today. We'll see. It doesn't matter. It's going to be hot, and storms will be few and far between. But a rare summer front is on the way, and that could cause some maybe strong thunderstorms in parts of the state tomorrow and Saturday as the front makes it all the way through to the Gulf Coast. We'll talk about some slightly less humid air as we get late in the weekend and early next week. Here we go on your morning weather briefing. Generally, just a hot day set up today with high pressure at the surface and aloft, and not many storms around today. I think they'll be isolated, widely scattered in nature. High temperatures in the mid to upper 90s easily in our part of the country. I see some 100s out to the west of us in Texas today, but we won't have to worry about that. We will have triple-digit heat indices, and future radar indicating not many specks on the radar today. It's going to be widely scattered at best. You could still get a heavy downpour, but there won't be many storms to go around with a lot of sunshine and some hot temperatures, and I got the rain chances at 20% today. High temperature at least 96, maybe 97. Heat index triple digits, sure. Maybe close to 105, maybe a tad higher. Tonight's low 75. Scattered strong storms tomorrow. That's because of a frontal system that'll be approaching the state. That'll be a big player in our weather. In fact, there it is, 7 p.m. Saturday night into Tennessee, about to enter Alabama, and moving on southward during the overnight hours on Friday night. And then the Storm Prediction Center now indicating that ahead of the front, there's a marginal risk of severe weather covering much of the state of Alabama tomorrow. Maybe damaging wind gusts would be the main threat. Then Saturday morning, the front is somewhere between, let's say, Birmingham and Montgomery, heading on southward with showers and thunderstorms along the front. So an active weather day Saturday. In fact, maybe even a few strong storms with the front on Saturday. The Storm Prediction Center has a marginal risk of severe weather covering all of the state, let's say below Clanton, down all the way down to the Gulf Coast, with damaging wind gusts the main threat. Look at this, 7 a.m. Sunday morning, NCEP showing the front into the northern Gulf of Mexico. As I've been telling you, that's a rarity in the summer. So mostly sunny, hot on Sunday. Hard to find any storms in Alabama because most of the storms have gone into the northern Gulf by then. Not quite as humid behind the front. I mean, still humid, but not quite as humid. The dew points go from the 70s to the 60s. So at least mid-90s tomorrow with a 40% chance of storms, especially towards evening. And then Saturday, a 50-50 chance with the front. Then only 89 Sunday with mostly sunny skies. There could be a few thunderstorms around early next week, but I may take the Monday and Tuesday rain chances down a bit. The beach forecast for the beaches from Gulf Shores to Panama City calling for the rain chances to escalate to 60% Saturday because of the front moving southward, and a 50-50 chance at least on Sunday, but then the front goes into the northern Gulf and the Gulf water temperature 83. Out in the tropical Atlantic, a 30% chance that this area to watch will develop over the next couple of days, according to the National Hurricane Center. Otherwise, not many other flare-ups out there right now in the Atlantic, the Caribbean, and the Gulf of Mexico. This is the European out 10 days. It shows the flare-up of storms Friday night into Saturday with the front, but it shows back behind the front, not many storms around as we get into late in the weekend and through early part of next week and middle part of next week, and then maybe some storms by the end of next week. This is the GFS, and it shows high temperature 97 today. Yeah, it's certainly possible. It's got 94 tomorrow. I agree with that. Then it knocks the temperatures down to the upper 80s for a few days, and nights back to the 60s. That's a victory, folks. Download our weather app. Stay on top of the weather changes with hourly forecast, 10-day forecast, radar, future radar, and push notifications for watches and warnings. And there may be some warnings with this front moving into the state. Get it on your phone today. Just search Rich Thomas Weather. Late word as I make this video, the National Weather Service has decided to issue a heat advisory for the western counties of the state, generally from about Selma on westward, all right? So that's a new development. It doesn't matter what counties are involved. It's going to be a very hot day in Alabama. Stay hydrated. There'll be another video for you tomorrow morning at 4:45 a.m., latest on this approaching front and how it's going to affect us. Live on the radio this morning from 6 to 9 on News Talk 93.1 and post online as needed. Hopefully we'll be back to normal on the video tomorrow morning. I'll see you later. Have a good day.
Rich Thomas Weather.